Airlines now turn away an average of 300 passengers a day over paperwork or security flags. A problem that explodes every May when new rules kick in. Stay with me, and you'll dodge the 12 costliest gate-closed surprises of 2025. Plus the one email template that can force an airline to rebook you in minutes. Quick question for the comments. What's the most ridiculous fee or rule that ever blocked your trip? Think your regular driver's license will still slide you past TSA after May 7? Under full Real ID enforcement, that missing little star could strand you at the checkpoint while your plane pushes back. No star, no shortcut. Secondary screening devours your boarding window. Passports sail through. TSA projects, 20% of flyers will arrive unprepared, yet 81% who flash passports clear in under 90 seconds. Carry that blue book. Avoid chaos. Passport beats panic every time. Last month in Newark, a mother of two bound for Rome spent 80 frustrated minutes begging agents to accept her state ID. The reticketing penalty alone equaled 3 nights of traditional Rome cuisine. Real ID comes from the 2005 security overhaul, and the agency vows no more extensions this time. If your DMV appointment calendar looks grim, submit the online passport card application. It ships in roughly 2 weeks and slides into a wallet like any license. Frequent flyers should also store a scan of that backup on their phone and print a paper boarding pass. If a kiosk balks at your temporary ID, the printed stub plus passport override almost always works under TSA's acceptable forms list. Finally, remind relatives. Children under 18 can still fly domestically without ID, but parents without real ID cannot accompany them. That's family trip heartbreak in the making. Fix it today. On October 2025, Europe flips the switch on its biometric entry-exit system, replacing passport stamps with fingerprint and face scans for up to 1.4 billion visitors a year. Miss a match, and the kiosk flashes red. Boarding passes become worthless. Average manual immigration waits hover at 17 minutes 53 seconds. Yet travelers who breeze through UK e-gates clock 30-second clearances. Pre-register on the new Travel to Europe app within 72 hours of arrival. Instant clearance. Once enrolled, the system tracks your rolling 90, 180-day allowance automatically, protecting you from overstay fines issued at exit. A Dover simulation warned of 4-hour tailbacks if kiosks lack staff, so carriers must reroute you free under EU 261 when delays stem from border tech failures. A backpacker learned the hard way. As sweaty fingerprints confused the kiosk in Rome, a manual recheck burned 48 priceless minutes and killed his Sicily connection. €120 evaporated on a last-minute ferry. Scan your passport's NFC chip at home. Clean fingers before the booth, and keep the printed confirmation QR as a plan B. Airlines like Iberia will let you upload the EES receipt during online check-in, virtually guaranteeing a green light when you touch down. Europe wants the data. Give it calmly. Beat the chaos. You sprint to the gate and learn one missing accent over the I in Maria erases your identity in the airline system, forcing supervisors to block the scan and re-queue you behind standby flyers. This microscopic error can unleash a $235 reissue fee plus any fare jump made since booking, money you never budgeted. Pause and breathe. Activate the 24-hour cancellation rule. Rebook with the corrected spelling and dodge every cent, while 11 major US carriers now fix simple typos free if you call within 90 minutes. Use it. Last February in Dallas, a software engineer ignored a stray middle initial. The gate denied him, and the next day ticket cost $900 more than the original. His lesson fuels a rising hack. Store a PDF of your passport photo page in your phone and print a spare boarding pass. Armed with both, agents can manually override minor discrepancies and keep you airborne. Tell the agent before the tablet flashes. I opt out of facial recognition and prefer manual ID. Delay that statement and the line stalls, because once the kiosk misreads you, hats, glasses, shadows, it kicks back the entire queue for a supervisor override. Travelers mismatched at Chicago Midway waited up to 14 extra minutes. Those who opted out from the start cleared in under 2. With biometrics already in 84 US airports and slated for more than 400 by 2027, TSA policy still says the scan is voluntary, and a pending Traveler Privacy Protection Act could make staff offer the manual lane first. Stay calm. In Portland, a concerned traveler kept her sunglasses on, voiced the opt-out clearly, and a uniformed officer compared her license in 87 seconds. No recording, no delay, no missed boarding group. Airlines prefer the quicker scan, but your civil right to refuse stands. Exercise it confidently and keep moving. An Indiana businesswoman thought her Vancouver to Cancun run would be routine, until a gate agent waved a red screen and whispered, "Arrive can missing." One tap later, she was marched to the secondary desk while standby passengers strolled past. Missed the upload, and average recheck time spikes to 17 minutes, while advanced declaration users clear in 29 seconds. Avoidable chaos. Pure waste. Open ArriveCan's advanced declaration up to 72 hours before departure. Import your passport photo page and hit submit. The green QR unlocks express lanes at 8 major Canadian airports and lets airlines issue a ready-to-fly stamp automatically. Print the QR too. Cell service dies. Paper wins. CBSA data shows 42% of flyers still skip the app, clogging kiosks and risking missed connections during peak summer waves. The 72-hour rule comes from Transport Canada's vaccination mandate legacy, and carriers must offer a no-fee rebooking once you complete the upload, if denial was solely technical. An obscure line buried in Annex E of the order. Maria filed the form at a kiosk, jogged back, and the same agent handed her a fresh boarding pass without touching her wallet. Frequent flyers save the profile in ArriveCan, stash a PDF on their phone, and breeze through every time. Do it tonight. Smart bags look futuristic, but a hidden battery can nuke your trip. Checking one with a non-removable lithium pack triggers an instant gate ban. Agents slap a bag reject sticker on both you and the suitcase. FAA files show 63 cabin battery fires in 2024 versus just 9 in 2018. 7-fold danger. Real threat. Lithium cells over 100 watt-hour can't ride in the hold, and anything between 101 and a 160 watt-hour needs airline approval plus removal before check-in. BA, Delta, and ANA mirror the rule. British Airways even adds a carry-on clause. Battery may stay installed only if you roll the bag on board yourself. Label beats lecture. Before leaving home, snap a clear watt-hour photo. Unscrew the housing and throw the pack in a padded sleeve inside your personal item. Carry a spare under the 2-battery FAA limit to power the suitcase later. Crews see a compliant traveler, not a walking fire hazard. A frequent flyer learned that lesson in Osaka when ground staff spotted an unmarked smart handle. His ski holiday nearly melted while he frantically hunted for a tiny screwdriver. 10 minutes later, battery detached, he reaffirmed the DOT guideline on smart bag safety and boarded the same plane. Keep a mini Phillips in your toiletries pouch, label your cells, and glide through security. Easy win. 7-kilo limits just replaced decade-old 10-kilo norms on 11 Asia-Pacific carriers, and 42% of cabin bags now fail spotways at the gate. Average penalty is 65 cash-draining dollars. Tip the scale and agents, freeze your boarding pass until you pay or repack. Minutes matter, seats vanish. Shift your laptop and chargers into a sealed, duty-free tote, unweighed under IATA Note 302, and slip 2 kilos back overhead. Milan's viral floor roll tourist still paid a full re-ticket, while passengers beside her slid electronics into chocolate bags and glided aboard. 63 carry-on fires in 2024, yet only 4 involved duty-free bags. 0 fees. Free win. You settle into 18B, proud of that designer spritz. One row coughs, a flight attendant leans in, and the words "offensive scent" appear in her handheld tablet. Crew discretion can force deplaning with no refund unless you scrub down or swap clothes. 3 US majors cite smell clauses, while 29 European carriers added hygiene riders this year. Total nonsense. Smell is subjective. Pack fragrance-free wipes and a plain cotton tee in your personal item. Ask politely for the lavatory or lounge shower, then show the cleaned shirt. Agents log a condition-resolved code that nullifies the refusal and protects reboarding under Rule 256. Last month, a Raleigh gate agent halted boarding after nasty cologne complaints. One quick wardrobe swap let the traveler reclaim his seat, while the lingering scent offender paid for a later flight and overnight hotel. Avoid the perfume, carry a backup, and keep your itinerary intact. Slide up to the counter. 49 minutes pre-departure, and the baggage printer spits a giant "No late bag" tag, locking your suitcase and you out of the flight. Domestic cutoff is 45 minutes, international 60, miss either and supervisors freeze boarding passes. Delta's 45-minute clampdown and Air Canada's 50-minute e-tag shutter now block 1 in 6 summer travelers. Yet online check-in plus the airline app's timer slashes that risk to under 2%. Timing rules. Bag deadlines don't bend. A responsible traveler hit the desk 35 minutes early in Phoenix. The agent rebooked him for free, only because he'd already checked in and could show a time-stamped boarding pass. Otherwise, the change fee matched his hotel tab. Tag bags online where possible. Keep a carry-on fallback and track cutoffs in your calendar. You'll bypass the sticker of shame and glide straight to security. A regular flyer's boarding pass beeped twice. The gate agent murmured, "FBI ping." 0 refund, 0 options, only the end of the line. Identity errors snowball. Roughly 21,000 names sit on the master no-fly roster, yet 98% of DHS trip applicants show no TerraLink, bureaucratic ghosts. Nonsense. File a DHS trip case within 24 hours. Attach your passport, and most clean travelers get a redress number in 30 to 45 days that overrides the false flag. Carry the approval email, and agents must reissue tickets fee-free under DOT fly rights. Last fall, a travel blogger lost a $1,000 connection and 3 months of peace before her redress cleared. Now she flashes that 7-digit code and boards stress-free. Don't wait for a gate shock. Apply the moment extra screening becomes a pattern. Store the certificate in your wallet and keep your trips airborne. Battery at 1%. Can you still board if the QR vanishes? Gate scanners reject blank screens. And Ryanair now charges a €55 paper pass rescue, while Wizz Air auto-deletes mobile passes 2 hours pre-flight. Travelers caught unaware miss planes and pay walk-up fares. DOT's fly rights page confirms agents must accept a clear image or paper copy when apps fail. So grab a screenshot the moment the pass downloads and tuck a printout behind your passport. Power banks under 100 watt-hour sail through security. One small sheet saves hours. Last Christmas in Denver, a college student's phone died mid-queue. She waved a screenshot, TSA stamped it, and she strolled on board, while 5 other passengers sprinted to reprint and lost their seats. Airlines will soon trial ICAO's Journey Pass, but until 2028, physical backups stay valid worldwide. Protect yourself today. Every 7th US departure left with at least one unpaid bump in 2024. Yet 83% of flyers never claim the cash they're owed. Denied boarding means overnight hotels, missed events, and rebooking chaos unless you act fast. Know the rule. Under EU 261 and DOT regulations, staff must offer money first before involuntary removal. Quote the statute, insist on the written boarding denial notice, and lock in up to €600 plus meals and a phone card. Cash beats vouchers, always. A Seattle teacher cited EU 261 at Madrid's gate, refused a coupon, and pocketed €600 and a seat on the next flight. Time for tapas, 0 wallet pain. 21,000 names flagged, yet 98% errors. Fight back, victory. 12 gate shutters turned into green lights. Keep the streak alive. Screenshot today's checklist, tape it to your suitcase handle, and share it with the friend who always shows up last. Next episode dives into 8 stealth partner airline fees that drain wallets by the thousands. So tap subscribe and turn on alerts before your next booking window opens. See you on the jet bridge. Not financial, legal, or flight advice. Verify with official airline policy.